The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is a prequel to the best-selling Hunger Games trilogy by Suzanne Collins. It tells the story of Coriolanus Snow, the future tyrannical president of Panem, as a teenager during the 10th Hunger Games. The novel is a gripping tale of ambition, survival, and the corrupting influence of power. In the first chapter, we are introduced to Coriolanus Snow, a teenager from a once wealthy family who has fallen on hard times. He is selected to be a mentor to a tribute from District 12, and he sees this as an opportunity to rise above his circumstances and restore his family's status. In the second chapter, Coriolanus meets his tribute, a girl named Lucy Gray Baird, and is immediately intrigued by her. She is a talented singer and performer, and he sees her as his ticket to success. He becomes determined to help her win the Hunger Games at all costs. In the third chapter, Coriolanus and Lucy Gray embark on a dangerous journey through the capital and the districts. They face many challenges, including hostile tributes and violent rebels, but they are able to survive by relying on each other. In the fourth chapter, Coriolanus begins to realize the extent of his own ambition and how far he is willing to go to win. He becomes increasingly ruthless and manipulative, even going so far as to sabotage the other tributes in order to ensure Lucy Gray's victory. In the fifth chapter, the Hunger Games begin, and Coriolanus watches as Lucy Gray competes against the other tributes. He becomes increasingly conflicted as he realizes the true cost of winning, including the deaths of other children and the perpetuation of the capital's brutal regime. In the sixth chapter, Coriolanus and Lucy Gray emerge as the victors of the Hunger Games, but their victory is short-lived. They are betrayed by the capital and forced to go on the run, facing even more danger and uncertainty. In the seventh chapter, Coriolanus and Lucy Gray find themselves caught up in a rebellion against the capital. They must decide where their loyalties lie and whether they are willing to fight for what they believe in. In the eighth chapter, Coriolanus is faced with a difficult decision: betray Lucy Gray and secure his own safety, or stay true to his beliefs and risk everything. He ultimately chooses the latter and helps Lucy Gray escape from the capital. In the ninth chapter, Coriolanus is arrested by the capital and put on trial for his involvement in the rebellion. He is ultimately sentenced to a life of exile, but he is able to find some measure of redemption by helping Lucy Gray escape and by realizing the true cost of his ambition. In the final chapter, we see Coriolanus years later as the president of Panem, reflecting on his past and the lessons he has learned. He realizes that his thirst for power and success led him down a dark path, and he is determined to do better in the future. The novel ends with a sense of hope for the future of Panem, even as it is haunted by the shadow of Snow's legacy.